World. I'm your host, Adam22, in here with my boy Remo, and today I'm sitting down across from somebody who a lot of people thought would never return to the platform. I'm unbelievably thankful that she has made her triumphant return. We have Mama Duck in the building.
What's up, Adam? Hey, Remo.
What's up?
And I noticed right away that you have lost a bunch of weight, and you look great. Well, you said 30 pounds. I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to do it, but I did it.
That's good. You did it the healthy way, right?
Yeah.
All right,
very
good.
much. I would have lost it quicker than that if it wasn't a healthy way.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we could all lose weight like Lush, but that's a different process. Okay, so I would like to start by opening the floor to you to just let the world know what my offenses were previous to this that made it so that we took a couple years off from being cool or sitting down on the podcast at least.
Well, it was a business. It was business. It wasn't nothing personal. It was strictly business. Then you made it personal, Adam. I ain't gonna lie. You made it personal. You came at me, and you know what was said was said. What was did was done. So we passed that. It's all good.
Okay, but just for the fans, you were mad because basically you were supposed to
want
get
me to break it down?
Yeah, break it down.
You were, okay, it was a hotel issue.
No, it was not a
Oh, it
hotel
wasn't? Okay.
issue, Adam. The issue was when we talked and your management and everybody who booked the flights, my publicist, remember she had a contract for you to sign in case I didn't get paid the price that I was supposed to get paid.
Okay.
I don't know what happened with that. But I know when I got here, I signed something. But before I got here, we agreed upon travel expenses, hotel, and $3,000, right?
Ooh, okay. We're going dollar amount. I didn't remember, but okay.
See? So you told me that you will reimburse me the deposit that you sent me.
Okay.
That's how I booked the hotel. And now I asked, because I don't know nothing about LA. So I asked you what would be a nice hotel. Mm-hmm. And you suggested the one that was how many minutes away? That was closest to here.
Okay.
So that's why I went to that hotel. But it was winding up. I had to pay the the deposit money to book my flight and hotel. Mm-hmm. I was under the impression and was told that, okay, do that and we'll reimburse you for what you spent. So that's where the confusion came in, because when I got here, I was only sent $1,500 instead of the reimbursement. So that was the issue. We got that address and she sent me everything, but I think about $478 of the reimbursement. So that was the issue, Adam. It wasn't nothing else.
Like from my end, what I was told by my team was that there was a certain dollar amount that you were basically allotted for the hotel, and that
That was
instead
never
you
discussed.
were staying at the Ritz, that you were
Is that
ordering
the
room
Ritz?
service, you were balling out of
Come
control.
on, man. Where the receipts?
That's what they
at?
told me.
Where the receipts? It'll be on y'all bill.
Because we always do good
It'll
business.
be on my bill. Where the receipt? I can pull it up. You want me to pull up the deal?
We don't need
It's not.
I'm the queen of receipts.
Really?
Adam.
Okay.
And I do this for this reason.
Uh-huh.
Because your word is everything. And once you let a motherfucker take your word from you, you're nothing.
I actually think you and I, this might be the first time that No Jumper has ever had an issue with somebody who felt like they weren't properly compensated.
And that was the problem. It wasn't that. I was not reimbursed. So basically I did a almost 3-hour interview for $1,500.
It's a decent day of work.
No.
But
when
you're
there
supposed to get
wasn't
what you're promised, so I
agreed
don't know.
That's what I'm business.
Generally, yeah.
Your words.
I wish I had been
went
more
by that.
involved in this because now I feel like I'm like the in-between.
I went
Playing a
by
game of telephone.
Your word. It was a business venture. It was strictly business. I appreciated it. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
it was needed. Oh my grandkid, like we needed that.
Yeah.
So when it didn't go like that, that's where our issue came in at.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then you went in on me. So I had to rebuttal.
Yeah, so what was that? Because it got escalated past.
Because he said that shit, he just said, Thomas, I get the Haas Hotel and I did this.
All
and
right,
that.
all right.
I don't know shit about LA. Remo and Adam.
I might have said that,
So
but
I'm
then
only going off suggestion.
I think the thing that really set it off too, though, is that I said on some podcast, I forget who I was talking to, but I
You
basically
said I was flirting with your
exactly,
ass too.
which I do think that you've
no.
got a little bit of an appetite
I
for
was
me.
being polite for the first time. If I was flirting with you, Adam, you would have known it.
Yeah.
I'm just a friendly person. I'm real sociable.
I thought you were feeling my white boy aura.
No, I would have felt it if I wanted to.
Oh my God. I'm a married man.
You wouldn't have thought I felt it because I would have felt it.
You would have
if
just took
that
that?
was the case.
Damn.
Now you being messy. But you know what I'm saying.
And like Ruger was mad at me for the fact that I said that
because
you
it
flirted with me, even though I felt like I was just
wasn't
saying what
right.
happened.
It wasn't right. And they know that was a troll move because they know, no offense, I don't date outside my race. And you too old for me.
Too old.
I like the YNs, baby. You ain't heard.
Aren't you older than me?
I heard.
I ain't say I was older than you. I say you're older than the guys I know.
I feel like I am a YN to you.
But I've been single for a long, long time, so I've been chilling.
When you say YNs, how young?
Young nobodies. I don't know.
Like, what's the
just-
youngest that you think you could deal with?
The youngest that I dealt with in my life?
Yeah. Or at this current day and age, since
I
you say
haven't.
YNs.
I haven't.
Word.
I haven't. The youngest man that I messed with for the last 18 years he was 20 when we met, and I was 35.
Word.
But he's 30, he's
intense.
going to be 37. And you add it up, you know my age. But
There was a video or something where I guess you was dating somebody that Duck knew or some shit back in the day, and niggas was mad at that.
I guess they want to troll the rapper's mama.
Yeah.
Like, one thing about me, my kids never cared about the preference of men that I dated, long as I was happy. People didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always tease my kids, well, if I could find somebody that could keep up with me my age, then I've just been by myself.
So
Just-
Doug wasn't upset with the guy? Wasn't it someone that he knew personally or something like that?
I've never messed. What incident are you talking about?
It was like a viral clip of you on the phone with some guy that leaked it or
Oh
something
my
like that.
God! You want to know why he got my YouTube took down and stuff?
Same thing Cash did to Sosa.
This was different because I was on the phone with him. Everybody know that was my voice, but
Yeah.
I've never met this man a day in my life.
But how did that situation even come together and y'all started talking and flirting and all that anyway?
It was crazy. I don't know. To be honest, I befriended him.
Yeah.
Because one day he, when Duck had his his Twitter, and I used to like have my number on there. This was like in 2011.
Yeah.
12, and I guess the story that I got was that Lil J finessed him out of a feature. Then he wanted to do it with Duck, but I guess Duck was Lil J friend and was like, he could have finessed him too, but he like, I ain't gonna mess with you because my boy don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Then he got the trolling Tuka, you know, he was ridiculous. He even made videos about my deceased daughter, burning her obituary. Like, he was the biggest troll.
This was after y'all started messing with each other, or?
No, this was after he
right.
called himself exposing me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got you.
Because I never met the boy. I talked to him like 2 months, you know, on the phone back and forth. He would call sometimes and we'll be all in the house, you know, Doug, everybody would be in the house. He'd be like, I'll call you back. It sounds like you got company. And I'd be like, okay, call me. You know what I'm saying? It was just really a phone conversation. But his intentions was to troll Duck.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing more. We found that shit out. Me and my kids, we got together and we was like,
That's crazy. You got to worry about that.
you know, I'm like,
Doug had to be a
I'm
little
sorry.
upset.
He was at
Yeah,
me, not
yeah.
at him. He
At
was
you,
disappointed
yeah.
in me because as his mother, but I was going through some shit with my ex at the time. So the conversations like, it was like soothing at time, but I didn't know his intentions was to just
Yeah.
do what he
That's
did.
grimy.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I could sue him for defamation. I could do all that.
Yeah,
but
you didn't know
I
he was
haven't-
recording.
And then this happened after Brick passed away. Cause I thought he went to jail or died. Now remember it was from 2011. He was trolling Duck. Now this before that I was having a conversation with him. But he was trolling. He just came and like right after Duck passed in 2000 and not Duck, Brick, like 2018, 19. He just came through my inbox. I could pull it up. But I blocked him.
Yeah.
And that mean I have to unblock him. And,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like looking, but if it's need necessary, I would. And he just came through my shit like Brick.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, I thought you was dead or in jail. That was my response because he haven't trolled for years,
Yeah.
right? And somehow I just was like, is you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? What you going? And that's how the conversation. So I guess he probably, this bitch think I'm her friend or she, and he had that mentality, but I don't know where he been. This is why he got my YouTube took.
So the same guy that you was messing
Yes,
around
he
with.
got remember my YouTube got
Yeah,
took?
I didn't realize you didn't have it anymore.
This is why. No, they just gave it back
Oh,
after
really?
3 years.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I just automatically got it back. After they told me I couldn't get it back no more, I
How was he able
got
to take
an
it down?
email because of this video. After he was trolling me, somebody sent me a video. Somebody sent me this video. Shit, matter of fact, it was in Cam Capone DM because I sent it to him because I was, chatting with him. So look, wait, this crazy.
And at this time, was he ops with Duck the whole time,
Duck never met him.
Yeah.
He never knew Tuka. That's how you get to Duck, by saying Tuka.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why, like, I don't think Duck ever met the boy, don't know him. He said, before I came to do my No Jumper interview, I've never been to LA.
Mm.
So how could you have had sex with me? Like when? Did you come to Chicago? Or like when this supposed to happen? But this the video that I posted on my story. This him watching a trainee twerk, watching a man twerk. This him. So he got
So you posted it
on my story on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
he got it took down.
That is pretty much porn.
But on the story, I thought if you like posted like
The AI,
period.
especially if they report you.
But this was in 2022. So I don't know, YouTube changed because I see worse shit than that on YouTube. But I don't know, it's just for certain people. But
Well, it's good
that
to give
is
it back
why.
at least.
And then we talked, and then he did that, and it was so crazy because that was my twin's birthday, October the 2nd, 2019. I'll never forget it. And I'm getting all these calls. Then I call him. Y'all probably heard the conversation. I'm like, damn, Shawty, that's what you on? You know, you hear the conversation and me like, But it was done. What was done was done. My kids ain't hate me no more. No, like we got through that shit. They know they mama. You feel what I'm saying? So that was crazy. I'm glad that was over with. You know, that he probably found somebody else to stalk or do something to. Because it was crazy to me.
Yeah, that's insane. So, okay, I was wondering, since this is your first podcast since you sat down with 6ix9ine, what has the reaction been to that? Because I feel like that's got to be pretty controversial around Chicago for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, it's always been love in Chicago, but yeah, a lot of people looked at me like, damn, you doing shit. You making moves. I'm like, yeah. And I enjoyed it. Like, it was very enlightening.
You liked him as a person?
He's a very wise. Daniel is a very wise young man. And facts is facts. Facts is facts. Like, everybody can come up with a scenario on how shit should be instead of the truth. The truth is the truth. Either you want to believe it or not. He wasn't wrong, Remo. He said a lot of shit like, who killed your son? Some black people. Who killed all them people? Black people. He wasn't lying about that. But like he felt because he Mexican, he shouldn't be saying it. It's the truth.
I mean, Big Bank basically said that to him, that the reason why it bothers him calling out all the Atlanta rappers for snitching and shit is because he's Mexican, which, I mean, when it comes to like what's right and wrong, why does that matter?
They just pick and choose who they want to call snitches. Like,
it's never more clear than right now.
Like, I mean, when I just feel like people morally coming to their senses, like, who would pick life? Like, if, like you say, you in the streets, you know what come with the streets. Snitches also come with the streets.
Right.
Motherfuckers act like snitches ain't a part of the scenario. Yes, they are. Yeah. Let's be real about it. Who's going, to be stupid. So to put yourself in that situation, those are the consequences. Either you're going to take it to the chin, or you're going to come to the reality of that shit, like, life, away from my kids, my mama. Like, it's some mentally will f*** you. So with all that weight on you, would you tell? If you was street. If you was a street nigga and got caught up in all this stuff that's going on and everything, and you had a choice to tell on somebody who will probably tell on you, did you wrong.
A big part of why
number used. I'm just saying.
A big part of why I'm not going to enter into any criminal conspiracies is because I want to reserve the right to tell if it comes down to it.
It's streets.
Right, but streets. Just in general, like, I don't really do anything illegal.
You got blue collar crimes.
Right.
So
I'm not doing those either.
It ain't about how you do it. You have a lot of people doing blue collar crimes where you ain't killing nobody and getting fair time and shit as if you murdered somebody. So a crime is a crime to me. It's about, I don't do jail.
I just interviewed a dude who got 26 years for doing fake mortgages and identity theft and shit like insane. That. Never heard a fly.
I was locked up 3 weeks in 1998.
Yeah.
In the Cook County jail, Adam, when they were script searching you in one room, like 200 women, and it was horrible. It was the most degrading, only for me to get caught for boosting clothes, to end up on a deck with a lady who was getting extradited back to Mexico because she put her baby in the microwave.
Whoa.
I'm on a deck with a woman, like, just a retailer like me. I'm a theft. Where the farms at? Please get us away from these people. And it was insane. And ever since then, it wasn't nothing worth the risk for me.
But did 6ix9ine, like, like, was there anyone who talked shit about you doing content with him that actually surprised you or that was notable to you? Because obviously there's going to be people hating no matter what. But is there anyone that you're cool with that felt a way about it that you were surprised by?
No, nobody. All the impact I got is like, for one, him and Duck never met each other.
Yeah, it
They did one little
heated call.
move.
Yeah.
And it was for publicity. You know what I'm saying? And Duck was serious at first because he really would have brought 6ix9ine to the hood and he would have been good until he said what he said about Chicago. Then you talking about the city now. So I'm assuming that's why Duck reacted the way he did. But it was funny. It happened one time. So my child can drop a song paying homage to the other side against people who've been trying to kill him for years and finally succeeded. He'll be mad at me for sitting down with 6ix9ine. Why?
Yeah.
Why would he be mad at me for that?
A lot of people feel like you shouldn't be getting cool with anybody that your son wasn't cool with because he's not around to make
It
that
happened
call.
one time.
Yeah.
If Duck was here, ain't no telling who Duck could be cool with.
But
Duck
also
was
you-
a cool guy. He tried to make peace with all them guys.
But you tried to do content with Dirk's dad as well, which is like
no, it
obviously.
wasn't content because it wasn't recorded.
Oh, you were
This
supposed to
was-
just link up with him.
No, wasn't supposed. I did.
Oh.
This was a G call.
Yeah.
This was a G call because my baby really, he see how they ain't fucking with him because they fucking with him. Fathers the music.
Yeah.
He's seeing that. I'm sitting down having conversations with my kids and my son like, I can't get no real money, man. This is the conversations at the table.
So who was able to put you and Big Dirk together in the room for y'all to even have that discussion?
A friend of mine who know both of us. Because she felt it was necessary as well. Shout out Miss Baxter. I love her to death. She felt it could have, and she felt it could have happened. So when I did that, you know, my peoples, we was all together, and I actually waited on him that long,
How long was the wait?
like almost 2 hours.
And this was at like a mutual location?
Yes. Turn off the light
We can keep going. It's fine.
and light a
Sorry.
candle. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's up?
No, yeah.
So it's pretty much a mutual location, and then he had you waiting a few hours?
Yes, he had me waiting. Me and my people, we were getting frustrated, but he finally came. And the meeting probably ain't last more than 5 or 10 minutes. He said what he said, and I just looked and couldn't believe it, and I left. And this was before anybody died.
Yeah. So what year is this?
19.
So Duck's still alive. All right. So what was said?
Oh wow.
What was said that you was like that you couldn't believe that he actually said? Like basically
Because I said, is it a way possible that you can get your son? No, like without no kind of like, really
Yeah.
get your boy. Because I got mad. And get these kids together and so they could sit down and hash this shit out. Foz is musically, you know, and that like was a punch in the gut to my baby because he already rich. Like, damn, he ain't gonna let him motherfucker eat.
what did Big Dirk say exactly? Like what was his words?
Basically, my question was, is it possible if you could get your son to sit down with my son so they could talk about whatever differences they got going on? And his response, because I could actually call Miss Baxter. Is that okay? Because she was there. She couldn't believe it neither. She could
Sure.
really, you know,
I built this website in 5 minutes with Wix Harmony. So I came across this image recently and thought to myself, what if I built an entire brand around this? And so I opened up Wix Harmony with one goal.
because it's like, when he said what he said, I was like, everybody was pissed off. That was with me. It was like, we waited for this. But it was cool now that I think about it because
What's up, boo?
I'm in LA.
You have to hold the
Yeah,
camera
can you
up.
put it by the mic a little bit?
I'm in LA.
Welcome to LA.
And I'm doing an interview right now. And they asked me a question
Do it like
about the meeting,
Just hold it at the bottom right there.
the meeting with Dirk. And he was like, how did I get that together? And I say, well, my people know him. And I just shouted you out. So I just decided to call you. Because you were there, and you know I called you were
I
there.
set it up. I set it up through Michael Chester.
Okay.
Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we wanted to. Remember, I told you I had that dream, and I wanted for them to come together, and I wanted you to meet with them, and maybe y'all could talk to y'all kids, man, because it didn't make sense. Both people had talent, and they could not, use their talent in their own city because they was just so at war, so up against each other, man. So, yeah, you know the rest. What happened?
Mm-hmm. And my feelings was so hurt. I was crying when I Miss Baxter. You was like, stop crying. Because I really tried. Didn't I, Miss Baxter? I really tried. And then I think about it now, like, I don't know what to think. Like, did he know his son wanted to hurt my baby that bad? Because it's not a fact. His son was one of the main people involved in the death of my son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe he knew something I didn't know. So that's all I could think, Miss Baxter.
Let
Let me get a nap.
I just felt
Alright,
like I felt like that day something all this could have been avoided.
I think so too.
Let me ask you this, Ms. Baxter. What do you think Big Dirk could have actually said, or have Dirk and Duck actually conversate about? Or what did you want to see happen, or that conversation?
I really want to see the parents with their children come and do like a mediation. And I wanted to explain to them both. Both of you guys got great talent. You know what I'm saying? You're good singers. People, you got a good Chicago fan base. You shouldn't be beefing. Y'all get their money. They don't have to do the stuff they was doing was unnecessary. They could have been getting money. Now look, Vaughn gone, Duck gone, and you might as well say Lil Durk gone too. You know what I'm saying? For what? All that wasted talent, all that money that they could have been making and helping their families and helping the community. But they on top of this beef, this unnecessary, crazy ass beef.
And then now one of them little boys knew my son personally. And that's what's so crazy.
Yeah, I wanted so bad to talk to them, man. But Duck, I was able to talk to Duck. That's how Duck would listen. Duck came out, letting them know, hey man, yeah, I'm willing. He told me, Miss B, I'm willing to get to let it go and get this money. But they keep coming for me, and it just, it's just senseless, man. I don't know. I think that they could have said, the parents could have stepped in and said, listen, that's what I was telling you. Stop beefing with people. Stop doing this.
It was deeper than that, Miss Baxter, as you could see. It was deeper than us sitting down getting these babies together, because they wasn't trying to hear nothing. And look at the consequences and the circumstances. And I'm telling people, hey, y'all better stop interfering with what God got planned. When people sit up here and they just... It bothers me that we love our kids. We gotta support our kids, Miss Baxter. But when you know somebody did something wrong and just diabolical and just unheard of, because this situation is ridiculous and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But that's my spin on it. That's my 2 cents.
I love you, Miss Baxter. Thank you.
I love you too, Sheena. Enjoy yourself while you're out there. Stop crying, cause
I know. I cry every day, Miss Baxter. I try not, but I can't help it. Like, cause it hurt. Cause it's so senseless. It was so senseless. And ain't no winners here. That's what they don't get, Miss Bank.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, I know how you feel. Shit. You know, I lost my son too to gun violence.
Yeah.
And he wasn't no rapper, none of that. This man was just out hanging out. So, but yeah. All right, go and finish your interview, Sugar.
I love you. What you was eating?
Girl, some corned beef.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna call you later.
So, some people.
How long you gonna be yourself?
Till the first. Hold on. What you want to say, Adam?
Oh, I was gonna ask you once she was done. But
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right.
I think like some people might be surprised that talking about that situation could still bring you to tears. Just the fact that like the sheer cruelty of it, and the fact that there was so little pity or willingness to reconcile.
I mean, it was so brazen. It was so like had to be done in their eyesight. And when I look at the situation and everything that's going down, and I just feel like they always knew because they were being watched. My son got killed in the middle of them being investigated by the feds anyway. You know, to be at that trial and to see that $5,000 cash out came from that boy. Because that boy told him what my son was doing and lying.
The kid across the street.
Lying.
Which was THF-TZ, right?
Lying. Duck ain't even know who he was.
Can you break? All right, because you was there in the courtroom during the trial. Can you break down moments of the trial that the public didn't get to see and evidence that you heard that we didn't get to hear, and what stood out to you?
See the whole video where he was in that store and that security guard was recording him.
TZ, right?
And he was on the phone with a couple of people trying to get who he was trying to get, and saying Duck chased him with a gun. He said stuff like, yeah, but that shit about to be over with now, though, because the person who he was telling it to was really believing what he was saying.
And in reality, Duck hadn't even seen him, right?
Just standing there looking out the window, watching Duck while he's still in Milani shopping.
Yeah.
Not even paying attention to these goofy ass, stupid ass little boys. He still minding his business because it wasn't nothing to him. He in that store scared, frightened off the sight of my son. Some rolled down his leg. He pulled down and get it. Somebody on the phone say, you ain't got your gun? He said, no. If somebody chasing you down the street with a gun, and this what that makes sense to me, cause if Duck had, cause they thought that boy was with him. They thought that young man who was behind Duck was with him, but he wasn't. All that rumor like he moved our cousin out, lies. But you had to be in the courtroom to know this. And you think that side gonna talk about the facts of it? No.
Because someone else also got shot that day too, right?
2 more people got shot.
Yeah, 2 people, right?
2 more people got shot. And when they jumped out on them, you know, I met that young man at the press conference. You know, he don't want to be on camera and stuff. I met him, and he say, Mama Duck, I don't mean no disrespect, but I didn't even know who Duck was when I was standing behind him. And he say, Duck sized him up, because Duck ain't know who he was. Turned around and looked at him like, what's up? And he say, he's like, what's up? And he said it was seconds later, them cowards jumped out the fucking car. We watched this man talk to the police. They walked him to his car. He doubled back from him. If you in danger, why you doubling back from the car while you still on that phone? He running up the street Talking about he running from the killers. Ain't nobody chasing him. He trying to follow on the phone, running up the street, trying to see where Duck car going when he busted you and went in front of Doshan Combine.
All right, so that's the Gold Coast district, correct?
He stayed down there till they shot him, and then looked on his tippy toes, saw that my baby was down, hit my man, and told him to come on, and walked to his car and left.
Damn.
Then text his baby mama 3 laughing emojis. Yeah, that's the type of power that my son had off words to make a motherfucker do him like that.
And the crazier part is the dude who's making this phone call is actually from a hood you grew up in, which is THF.
Yes. No, his mama. One of the guys who shot Duck, Daddy got shot just like Duck got shot and lived. He's a paraplegic right now. He's my cousin's best friend. I had the ability to, when he got shot in the 90s, to be there for him and nurse him back, catching the red line all the way to Moore's, where he stayed at. His sister stayed up north.
And
this when we was kids.
Who father is this?
C-Thing, mama. C-Thing.
C-Thing, all right.
Look just like him. Know what I'm saying? That shit cut so deep that some people, kids that I helped, and where I was raised is the reason of my son's demise. Because you know what? Duck would have never did anything to nobody from 4-6. Nothing.
Maybe not him personally, but people associated with him.
He can't help about who he associated with.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people don't know me and Bezu talked so much.
Well, because Bezu told the story about the funeral and how Duck went, and Zoo made sure
I'm going to
that...
let Bezu have it. Okay? Because how he going to tell Duck or tell his guys not to come? I got baptized in that church. I went to the grammar school across the street from that church.
But that was also years before the war kicked off, though, correct?
I grew up in 4-6.
Oh, you good, bro?
I grew up in 4-6. So I know my kids.
I think it got to be a higher streak now
for 4-6
you
kids.
to.
They ain't finna beef with them.
Good.
A lot of them kind of fake related. Baby daddies is best friends and shit, or cousins and shit. So that's how that went. And if that was the case, we was out there on the scene when my little cousin was stretched out just like his daddy, wasn't none but his fucking buns coming from under a sheet. 5 blocks down the street, 10 years later from where the police killed my cousin at. Same side of the street, 49th and Drexel, 45th and Drexel. 10 years later, we were out there, the whole family, Doug, all us. If something was going to happen, it would have happened then. All right? See, all this shit for the internet and all this shit, I don't give a fuck about no internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about that stuff. This shit mean to these babies. The internet mean more than them, than they morals, than they life, than they mama, than they kids. Look at the fucking situations happening behind motherfuckers getting on the internet. The positive don't get praise. It's just the negative. So, and Bezu say he told them don't be on there with his family. He probably did, but we was coming. And I all white. That's my auntie's grandson. Why wouldn't we be there? You see all them pictures with Raheem. Who house you thought he was at when he was on that picture with Brian Scrap? With Scrap Brick when they had the yellow on.
No, that's your house.
That's my house and my daughter's Black and Yellow party. When Wiz Khalifa came out with Black and Yellow, Duck loved Wiz Khalifa. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he knew it, but he did. And when I saw what he did when he put my baby, I was like, wow. So a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? He was at Brian's funeral. That's just like Duck friends telling him, you can't come, telling Raheem, you can't come to Brian's funeral. Make it make sense. That's my auntie whole grandson. And he got one left. Shout out Doodle. My little cousin, which is Bezu's stepson.
Yeah. Speaking of Bezu, what was your thoughts when you heard that Bezu passed away and the circumstances behind it?
I didn't like that. If you asked me,
Nah, not that you liked it, but like
I was upset because for one, that's my cousin's stepdad. He played a pivotal role in their life, so it was a loss.
All right, Nova.
His son can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be speaking on people, and I don't want them to be mad at me because that have happened.
Mhm.
Like, I can't even really basically talk about my little cousins because I'm getting, you know, this is my family. This is my blood. I'm going to talk about them. But I mean well. All my intentions are good. Nothing to be bad about.
one thing. All right, so back to the 6ix9ine situation. When we was at 6ix9ine house, or actually before you did the 6ix9ine interview, you did an interview with Ross. But I guess before, Ross was wearing shorts, and you noticed he had a picture of King Von tatted on his leg, and that's kind of going viral now that
Really?
the footage actually released today or whatever, the interview.
Well, it was
think I
Vaughn
seen
with the 10 shots around him for his 10 alleged bodies, right?
It's-
Or was it
Right. I
7
didn't
or-
know. I didn't. He brought that to my attention. I brought that to my attention because I just saw. I'm like, oh, you a real friend. I mean, fan. You really like you got it. He's like, Mama Duck, you don't see the 10 skulls. I got that. And so he brought that to my attention.
Yeah, I didn't know that the skulls representing each person that King Von allegedly
That's
killed.
crazy. Allegedly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what was your thoughts when, like, because now you know the internet's reacting to that?
You saw my reaction?
Yeah.
Because I ain't really watched it. We was driving. She was on a meeting. My manager was in a meeting, so I didn't turn it up. I just seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't really looked at it.
But that don't make you feel a type of way towards Ross or anything, right?
Why would I feel?
Because that's what the comments, like, when you read the comments, everyone's like, she's sitting down with the guy who has the person.
Trolls.
Yeah. So,
You
like,
gotta have them. You ain't nothing if you ain't got a troll, man. You gotta have a troll. They getting paid now. So
But obviously, like, a white kid like Ross is going to be a King Von fan, sure. But I would understand if you felt like the bullet holes or whatever around him were a little over the line, because that's a little bit more.
as a mother, it was kind of deep.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
and what?
that's his take on it. He a grown ass man. He can put whatever he want on his skin. But if you want my opinion, like, I was like, okay, I saw the tattoo, and then he put the skulls, and then I was like, oh, okay. You know, if it's true, it is what it is. I mean, that was the image he wanted. Why is everybody so mad about that? And that's the image that the baby portrayed. Like, that's what he wanted people to know about him.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted people to think about him.
Mm-hmm.
So why is everybody so upset that he got the tattoo with the skulls? I'm not. I see why he got it. He was so loud about it.
How do you feel when, like, news come out that they're saying that King Von basically would have been implicated in the Duck case if he was still alive?
He would have.
Yeah.
So would D-Thing. They both would have.
Yeah. Do you feel closure?
I won't get no closure to their sentence. I haven't even forgiven them kids. So within myself, I haven't deep down, rigorously, honestly forgave them. And I don't think I won't get any closure until they hear what I got to say. And once I go through that, then it will be closure for me.
In the sense of, like, you have a direct message to those guys.
Yes, I want to look them in their face.
But you want to speak at the sentencing?
I'm going to.
Wow.
I have 6 different impact statements. 2 of them are very personal because they are the kids of 2 people who I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see how remorseful they are, how they feel. Because tonight it's just looking like they're only going to be known for the rest of their lives as the people who killed Duck. Nothing else. It won't be for their music. It won't be for nothing but killing Duck. That's their legacy. And I want to know, are y'all fine with that? Or how stupid or f***ed up you feel now that the shit is coming down? Did y'all see them little Fulio peoples there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the trial.
And that's what I'm wondering is if the O Block 5 or 6 will, if they'll do the like, hey, I'm a Christian now and, you know, I have so much empathy and blah, 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 or if they'll like stick with the gangster persona.
I mean, how long they been locked up since 2021?
They have had quite a while.
How long they ain't been sentenced? 3 years. I mean, at this point, you would think they ain't got nobody but God. Honestly, get a religion and just get through it.
I'll just never stop being fascinated by the fact that dudes will do the most gangster, heartless shit to get a rep, and then they'll go on camera in front of the whole world and say the softest shit possible to try to get a lesser sentence. Like, it's just the comparison
That's who they
between
really
those two
are.
things is
You know when this
insane.
phony that Sean got right, dude. I feel so sorry for him.
The gamer from the Fulio thing.
I feel so sorry for him because he let a situation, from my perspective, me on the outside looking in.
Yeah. He grew up in a happy home, was
See,
well
fuck,
traveled.
you done been to China 7 countries before you 18 years old. So all that shit, you 20 now. Or you was 18 when you got locked up. So at what period of time did you meet these assholes that from the look of it convince you to get all your mama guns from the army and load up and just go travel and shoot them up?
But that's the allure of the streets. That even kids who don't have to do it
that
will
Damian,
choose
what's his
to.
name? Darian?
I forget.
Yeah.
Baby, he proud of what he did.
Yeah, the one
one-
basically
yeah, the
he
fat
started
guy.
clapping when the judge
Yeah.
said
Proud of what he did, because guess what? That shit hurt his family. See, some people can't take it. And then it made me think about Duck.
yeah.
Like did the word. Now Duck ain't never gone, because they say he went to the grave, the baby grave, and defecated or peed on the grave, and
Yeah.
and what the media and what social media don't know is, if the mama and the kids are still alive, why do that? Because we the ones got to see it. The family who ain't did nothing to you. These are the actions of somebody who verbally hurt you, or they've been warned for a long time, probably tried to shoot you and didn't miss. Like, it's a lot going on.
Mm.
What's the most disrespectful thing you think someone's done to you about this situation?
About what?
About Duck passing, or like just in general, like when you saying it like that and you saying the mothers and the family members,
Now,
like,
the people who don't know our situation just go off what they see on social media and say the harshest and harmfulest shit. And it only shows me they wasn't raised right. They don't have a mother that's in their ear to, because how could you consciously possibly do that to a grieving mother? Because I used to think it was just me. But I see they do that to that boy mama too. They
Yeah.
trolls the out of that lady, living her best life. What do y'all expect for us to do as mothers? The media. Not try to make peace, just live in misery and sorrow. We already got to fucking deal with the fact that we'll never see our kids no more. So now we got to fall into this trap to where we going to be mean and ugly and fucked up because life been life in us.
We quilt this city. Quilted Northern Comfort. 3 cushy layers that are so comfy.
Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.
The all-new iPhone 17e is here. Get it for just $99.99 with 2 months of prepaid service, then power it up on Boost. Unlimited everything on fast nationwide 5G. Switch to Boost. Get the newest iPhone. Terms apply. The all-new iPhone 17e is here. Get it for just $99.99 with 2 months of prepaid service, then powered up on Boost. Unlimited everything on fast nationwide 5G. Switch to Boost. Get the newest iPhone. Terms apply.
Not everyone take your approach though with it, because like, all right, another person that could be on the internet and, you know, having moments is Tucumon, but we never hear or see anything from her.
Cause Dominique crazy. See, I'm Dominique voice. Okay.
So she stand by a lot of the things
What?
you say
You
and
think
do.
She's a little too sensitive
You
and
think
behind
she
the
don't?
scenes.
She's still trying to figure out why is everybody dissing her son? Why is the world?
Is she still triggered? Because the thing is, one thing you said today that called me, you said you cry every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yes. She
But-
got a baby at 43 years old. She got a new baby.
Yeah.
That's probably about 4 or 5. And Tuka would have been, what, 30?
Yeah. Wow. That was a late pregnancy.
Everybody think about that. Like, sometimes we try to fill voids by doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Grief, I wouldn't wish it on none of y'all. If y'all got kids, however way they pass, it's just tragic because our kids supposed to bury us. We're not supposed to bury our children. In other words, we're not supposed to outlive our kids. So when that happens, I see a lot of people be like, oh, my mama gone. My mama used to tell me all the time, I'm not going to bury y'all. Y'all going to bury me. She died 5 days after her 49th birthday. And that was in 2003. And not having my mama is fucked up. When you've always had her and her leaving so young. But you think about the word and it say we not supposed to outlive our kids. Maybe God felt she wouldn't have been as strong as me, how she would have lost one of us before she died. You know what I'm saying? Adam, I'm just like, I be real physic with this shit. I just be trying to just figure out ways to stay positive and not let the negative get me.
No, I mean losing a parent is the hardest thing for a kid to deal with, but you still know that that's the natural order of things.
That's how
Losing
God
your
intended.
kid is just, you know.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
So you don't think you can ever forgive the O Block guys ever?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking that. I'm asking you that.
God forgave me.
Yeah.
I'm just not in that moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if God forgave me instantly, so I ain't gonna forgive them instantly. But I know I've been blessed, and I've repented, and I've apologized for it. Somebody took my $20 goddamn dollars today. I dropped it by the taco truck, and he was so slick with it. He eased his ass over there, put his foot on my $20 and dipped. So I'm looking for my 20. He gone. He done disappeared. I like he was on his phone and everything. I'm like,
Wow.
I hate a dishonest person because I probably would have gave him that $20. It was how he did it. He was a black man, like, yeah, he don't know what he don't know what he did, fucking with a motherfucker like me, taking my money.
It's just janky out here too.
Yeah, I see. I'm like, he might be plotting on me now. Shit, I think he got a victim or some shit. But yeah, so I just try to. I live my life. I taught my kids to live their life, how they was raised, and life shit gonna happen.
How would you feel if one of Duck's killers got, stabbed or killed in prison?
How would I feel? How I supposed to feel, Adam?
Would you feel relief, or would you
If that
feel the same?
happened, that's God's will. Duck died from God's will. Vaughn died from God's will. All these babies died from God's will. I was just talking. You see my post that went viral the other day when on Taekwondo Day.
And what did you say on the post?
And I said, I be holding like that. It really hits me because when he got killed, they were trying to kill Brick.
Yeah.
They missed Brick and hit him. So I carry that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they were caught. They snitched on each other. That's what I'm saying. These people try to pick and choose who the do what you gonna do.
Let me ask you this: you think you would have been able, if anything happened with Duck or Brick, you think you would have been able to get them to snitch?
What?
If anything would have happened with Duck and Brick while they was in the streets, you think you would have been able to
I would
convince
turn them
them?
in myself. They know the type. They know that.
Mm.
They know that.
But knowing your
Because I will be there to support, especially if you out there. Now, if you defending yourself, baby, I'm going to get you the goodest lawyer. I'm going to do what I got to do. Support you as your mother. But if you're out there being stupid, doing dumb shit, shooting at people and hit a 3-year-old kid, somebody grandma, I'm going to be the first to turn your ass in.
But knowing the lifestyle that Duck and Brick lived, do you think you could have got them to corroborate?
What lifestyle they live?
I mean, just being a street dude and being around
Now,
street people.
Brick hustle.
Yeah.
You know, he hustled as a hustler.
Mhm.
He did what he had to do. He was young doing it. He went to the penitentiary at 17 years old. He got out when he was 19. That's when I was on 63rd. When he went to jail, I wasn't living on 63rd. When he got out, I was on 62nd and Wabash. Because he got out in 2009.
Yeah.
Now, when I moved on Rhodes, he was locked up. He wasn't around. So he didn't really know them guys like Duck did. Duck got real familiar with them because he was staying with Boss Trail Mama. With Taffa, with my sister. He was staying over there. So that's how he really got to knowing Young and Dutchie. Then they went to Makaj together. And they came up like they always been close. But we lived on 99th and Lafayette. Like Duck could have took in the hundreds. He could have got any hood he wanted to in. And that's why they mad.
Yeah.
He wasn't bringing like danger or making money. You know what I'm saying? He was a leader in his own rights. That's what they hate. That's what they hate. He was a leader in his own right. Like Brick was more 39th found. He was only on 63rd because Duck. You know what I'm saying? Brick was actually Beam Team. When I seen him tatted that on his arm, I'm like, damn, you serious about that, huh? He like, yeah, man. He beaming. Whatever they do that shit, but
this is like, all right, here's the question.
see, I'm only 15 years older than Brick. That's what people don't understand.
So y'all kind of had a closer.
We grew up together. I was a kid, having a kid. So by the time he was 15, I was 30.
Yeah.
Still really getting to know myself. So the relationship with me and Brick was way different from me and Duck because they were younger. You see what I'm saying? And Duck wasn't even the problem. Duck wasn't even the problem.
Brick
was the problem.
Nah, from what I see, it seemed like Brick was the one that was really turned
Brick was
up.
the problem. Brick, you wouldn't hear a peep out of Brick if you ain't fuck with him or heard nothing he loved.
It seemed like he was a protector.
Gee, a provider and a protector in every sense of the word. And you wasn't finna play with him. You done heard the stories how he was over there after they pulled that stunt where Old Block and took his shit and thought it was gonna be cool.
Wait, Old Block took shit from Brick?
No.
From Duck?
Yeah, no, from the boys from Gyro.
Break that down. I don't want you.
Baby, you heard the story about they took Brick gun.
From Gyro.
And Brick went over there and him and Duck out. J Main tell it best how it was knocking motherfuckers out. They was like BD telling GD not Duck. Brick was BD allegedly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Brick was BD and Duck was GD allegedly.
Yeah.
I ain't never know. I know when I was a SOS coming up in the 90s, I got blessed in. Like I had to learn lit and all type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how these gangs working now. They different. I was a kid, teenager. Didn't need a gang. I got 57 cousins. I just was fitting in.
So was Brick ever like getting shot and stuff like that? Like
yes.
How many times Brick been
got
shot?
I remember I was on the bus. Somebody from 59th shot Brick. Rondo number 9 shot Brick. December the 26th, 2011.
Break that down. And how do you know
His
it's Rondo?
cousin's birthday. Because he told me. They Tay 600 tell his story all the time. He just
Yeah.
don't be mixing in no names. Well, I'm name dropping, goddammit. I'm letting you know this
So
shit is
Rondo
real.
number 9 shot Brick, and break down how the day went.
Okay. They was coming from downtown. They was on the orange line trading to the green line. And my baby told me, this was the story he told me. They ran into them. I guess they was coming from downtown stealing. But Jasmine, his girlfriend at the time, his baby mama, was waiting. We waiting at the house. That's when I lived on 61st and Evans. Now, they on their way. They on the red line. Somebody like, Brick just got shot on the orange line. I'm like, what? I get to the hospital. He laying in the bed. He told me. He told me the story. He say, he didn't have no gun or nothing.
Yeah.
But Shawty had a little pocket rocker. And he say he just wanted to fight them. But he say he upped it. And he told him, blow that motherfucker then. And he saying, Shawty blew it,
Where Brick got shot at?
in the side. And it came right out and landed in his hoodie pocket. It went straight through. It was a bullet like this big. It went through his side. And then there was another time when somebody from 59th shot him in the arm. And they took the bullet out his arm. Them was the only 2 times that I know he got shot.
And what about Duck?
Duck got shot at the store on 57th State. I ain't gonna say who shot him because
Alright, now
he's
this
still out.
Nah,
he might
this-
do something.
Alright, so look.
I'm just playing.
There's a viral Reddit picture so when Duck got shot, Duck never went to the hospital. There's like a viral picture of Duck with like a patch on his back. And they say
Now you trying to get into some shit.
they saying that's from when he got shot, but he
No.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Rap DeAngelis, business consultant, dependable tourist, and Mr. Favor's personal assistant. Listen, you don't know Mr. F, but he knows you, and he said you'd appreciate a call. I get this might not be your thing, but Pre-Luxury Real Estate is installing art studios in their properties. You seen them? Mr. Favor thought someone of your taste would be interested if you're thinking about buying yourself a mansion someday. It's the kind of thing that brings opportunities. Think it over, all right?
Damn it, they got away! Waste of skin! Piece of shit!
Completely insane.
He's fenced in! Hit the deck! Dragon! Bro, run! Call an ambulance! Let's go already! moron! You're dead! He's got me in! What the? Unbelievable!
Qué aburrido eres, tío. All you do is talk about how bad traffic Hello?
You cocksucker! Cabrón! Stupid damn!